It's official. Bargoyles. That's
The
name of
Bargoyles
EP.
are out here.
Bargoyles
We decided.
EP. Wow, that's fucking fantastic. What a great idea.
Mummies Alive was fire.
Yeah, Mummies Alive was definitely.
Biker Mice from Mars was fire. Street Sharks, fire.
Yeah.
Dummy fire.
I still think that, like, I don't know, Mummies Alive was still, like, hard to beat. In terms of, like, lore, just in terms of, like, what it was, you know? It was, like, mummies that, like, fucking transformed and shit. And,
Dude,
like,
I can't
had, like,
remember.
whips and shit.
I can't remember, like, the stories. I just remember it being, like, in my tops when I was young.
Yeah, because
Like,
it was
I can't-
cool.
yeah.
It was all the cool shit.
You know what was fire, too? Beasties.
I was about to say Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs. I never watched that
You never
one.
watched Beetleborgs? It was kind of like Power Rangers, but with different, like, beetles and shit. But, like, it was next level, dude. But yeah, Beasties was fire. Anything that was like Transformers or Transformers related was fire. But Beasties was especially fire because I think it was our generation, like the fucking cheetah and shit and the rat.
Dude, and then there was like a time in the show where like they got like new technology. Like they upgraded.
I don't remember that.
And then it was like Beast Wars or something. It was Beasties.
Yeah, I
and then it
probably
was Beast
logged
Wars.
off before that.
No, it was fire.
I don't
was like-
remember the.
It was like Yu-Gi-Oh days, you know?
Okay, that's too many classics, bro.
Digimon days.
So you're telling me we had all these fire shows, bro, but they weren't gifted from aliens? Imagine. Mans was watching Beasties and he was like, "No, this is impossible. This can never happen." Is that what you were thinking?
Aliens.
Were you aliens? Are we talking about aliens?
I've never seen one.
But have you seen Beasties?
I've seen Beasties.
They were aliens, no?
No, there was a TV show made by people.
But what if it wasn't? What if on another planet
So like Star Wars
there's
is
Beasties?
like Star Wars is actually in another galaxy a long time ago.
Yeah. So are you saying Star Wars is fake?
No, I believe Star Wars is real, but Beasties is like
Okay,
a
okay.
cartoon, you know?
I was scared. I thought you were saying Star Wars is fake,
No,
like it
but,
never happened.
Like no, but cartoons, you know?
Yeah.
You have to draw the line. I don't think cartoons ever happened.
As long as we could agree that Star Wars is real and that it's definitely happened.
Well,
then,
yeah.
I don't mind about the rest. But then you believe in aliens, but actually, what, you don't believe that aliens have been? So you believe in aliens, but you don't believe
Yes.
that they've visited Earth.
Exactly. That's my main. Like, I don't believe that aliens came here and were, you know, landed here in the middle of the fucking Milky Way for nothing, and didn't reveal themselves in a blatant way, where like we have at least, you know, some bones or something to
And
hold
why?
it.
Like, why would you believe in aliens but not believe that
Because the universe
there's ever
is
been
so
aliens
big.
here?
Like the universe is so big and infinite that the chances of like living on a next planet, like the conditions of life appearing on the next planet are high, you know? So it's just like the amount of time that everything's existed and like how small the earth is in comparison to everything that's out there. It's like an impossible journey to get here. And to even get here, you would have to invent some crazy technology to travel through space and time and shit. And then you would get here and do what, bro?
Okay,
why would
but
you come-
okay, fair. But you're basing all of this on our, like, on human technology, on what we've developed as technology. Like, assuming that aliens would have equal or inferior technology. They might have way better technology. Like, what do you do about the sightings, the UFO sightings? And like we established before, I think it was before we started recording, a UFO doesn't mean that it's an alien, right?
No.
But okay, so what about when you see a UFO that's moving against the laws of gravity, unlike anything we've ever seen?
And they have it on camera on those grainy like videos or whatever. Those
It doesn't
really, like,
matter. They have
military-
it. They have it on
Yeah.
camera. They have the radar data.
I've seen
for it.
them.
Like, you could doubt the camera if you want,
No, I don't doubt that.
but
I've
you
seen
can't
the
doubt
video.
the radar data, and you can't doubt, like, so like if the radar says that the flying object was at 20,000 feet and then 1 second later it was at 500 feet above sea level, like, and you see it on camera happening and multiple people witnessed it happening, like, you need to have, like, I understand that you want to be skeptical, but you need some type of reason for the skepticism. Like, I like, what do these people gain from pretending that they saw this and then faking a whole video and
I guess
radar
us,
data?
like
And
everyone
and
talking
Chevy,
about it.
it's not even only people. Like, you got some army.
Yeah, the army.
veteran.
I seen-
But that's
I
what I'm
seen the-
talking about. I'm
We're
talking
talking
about
about-
Trained.
what the Navy
You
and
know
the
what I mean?
fucking...
Yeah, what they released, the footage, the orb, and it zooms around.
A lot of
I seen
released
them
a
all,
lot
okay?
lately. You know what I mean?
But like, I'm just saying, I don't see nothing else. Like, I never seen one. You know, me, I never seen it.
Trevi wants some Independence Day.
I just want some like someone to like,
Sky.
yo,
big
someone
ass.
say something.
Try to
Like,
see-
why
try
wouldn't
to
they
see-
show themselves? You know, like it doesn't make sense that they would play little games
We're
where they.
peasants.
It's definitely like some technology that.
They're like, we're peasants, bro.
But
Nah,
what do
it's
you
like-
mean by show themselves? Like, because that's the thing. You're assuming that they would treat us as an equal, that they would just come and talk to us, be like, hey, you guys are the humans, we're the aliens. Like,
Or
when
at
you
least
see
come
a
and
bunch
take
of
our shit.
squirrels
They would at least
somewhere,
come
you
take
don't
our
go
shit.
introduce yourself to the squirrels or go let it be known that you're there. You just walk by.
Bro,
and
you
you're like,
take. You,
look at these
they would come
squirrels. You know
take
what I
o-
mean? So
they would
why
come-
would they necessarily be like, oh, let me go introduce myself to these humans if they can just wipe out our civilization whenever they want? You know?
Because the squirrels know we're there. First of all, they felt our presence. You know, anything that's anywhere you feel like.
Bro,
it
there's
exists.
for
it's
sure.
like claiming
I
Bigfoot.
I
is
can
real.
promise you,
Mad
there's
people seen
there's a
Bigfoot,
squirrel
too.
out there that's like,
There's mad.
I've never
footage of-
seen a human.
There's footage.
They
of
don't
Bigfoot.
exist. Humans are bullshit. I'm sure there's a squirrel out there saying that right now.
No.
Living deep in a forest that's never seen a human, bro. Everybody else is telling him, bro, I'm telling you, I saw them, bro. Like, I saw the humans. Nah, bro, it's bullshit. Why don't you have a picture of it? It's the same argument, bro.
It's not though.
It is.
No, it's like Bigfoot.
Like, out of everybody you know, how many people do you think would tell you they're confident they've seen a UFO?
I don't know.
Like, confident, like dead confident.
Like,
Like, I'm
I've
dead
seen-
confident I've seen a UFO. I am dead confident I seen something in the fucking sky that was moving in a way that a plane can't move, that a helicopter can't move, that a drone certainly can't move. And it's an
What did you see,
unidentified
then?
flying object.
What's your story of seeing an alien?
I don't want to get into that now
What do you mean?
because I'm going to lose track. It's going to be too much detail. All that to
So
say,
you can't even talk.
I saw...
because it never happened.
Yes, it did happen. I was in the Dominican Republic. I saw three orange lights in like a triangle formation fucking zip through the sky. Like, dude, like they were there 1 second and then they would fall up like over the ocean and then they would fly back up. And then eventually they just, the three dots like spread out a bit and they just disappeared. And like, you can't explain that to me in any, so like, and there's a lot of people you know that have had, so I understand if you're saying, I've never seen it or I've never, and I'm not saying that what I saw was necessarily an alien because just because I don't understand it doesn't make it an alien. But there has to be like, how would you rationalize it? What would you tell
where
the
they
army
at?
guys, the army veterans that
I just
chased
wanna
down a
know
UFO in a fighter
If
jet?
everyone's seen one, how come no one has like actually got a nice iPhone footage?
Now, Trevi,
What's
what,
good?
what
like,
about
up close?
what about
This
if
is
we-
an alien. I seen an alien.
check this out,
Run
guys.
me a pic.
We're
Go
talking
live, please. Someone,
man,
one of
my
you
man,
guys that have seen
We're talking
one?
aliens,
Yeah.
so we don't know how
I don't know
what
how
they look like. You feel me?
Right.
Now imagine we just can't see them
That's a possibility.
because we don't
Okay,
know.
So
Maybe they're there, but we don't see them.
They could be
you
like
see the aircraft.
they could be microscopic.
You see some of them.
Imagine.
Maybe you can see some of the aircrafts, but you can't see them.
Right.
So whenever we're in Mars right now
Cloaking.
with the little robot that's traveling Mars,
Yeah.
maybe they just looking at the robot like, what the fuck is that?
Okay,
And
but
us, we don't see
Dumb
shit.
okay.
We think there's nobody, but there's a whole
Do
civilization
you
that
know
we don't
how
see.
fast the speed of light is?
We don't know.
In 1 second, the speed of light goes around the Earth 26 times. Okay, and the closest planet to us, like the closest star to us
Human
is
knowledge.
2.3 light years away. So going around the world 26 times in 1 second at that speed
Human
for 2
speaking.
years, you're gonna get to the next star. Okay.
Human speaking.
Yeah. Well, this is matter. Like
Exactly.
everything we know, everything we know that exists,
I agree. I agree.
everything we
Based
know
on
that exists.
what humans know, but humans are probably not the universal like reference point for intelligence. You know, we're
Well,
probably
for us-
pretty low on the
for
scale.
us. For us, we are like. There's nothing we know is smarter than us.
On our
What
planet.
about the pyramids? How come we don't know what's happening in our own planets?
What?
Tell them.
We don't
tell
even
them,
know how to build our own pyramids till this day.
Tell
That's
them.
not
And we're
true.
humans.
Me
We
and
could
him
re-
have
we
this
could build-
conversation
We could build
up
the
here.
pyramids. They already know how the pyramids were built. It's all explained by like archaeologists, people who have studied this their whole life.
Okay, but let's say
They've
okay.
explained how it's
Okay,
done.
but okay, so that's explained. But are the UFO sightings explained? Is that shit explained?
No, but that's just people talking though.
It's not though. You have like how I don't know what kind of evidence. Like
Three
you can't-
orbs in the sky doesn't mean aliens.
Like everything
An
you
orb in
believe
the
in, you
sky
have not seen yourself. Like that's
doesn't
bullshit.
mean
Like
alien.
everything
I
you're
know.
talking. Like right now, you're talking about archaeologists that dedicate their life to proving pyramids. Like you have not done that yourself, and you have, but you believe in it. So your threshold can be, if I don't see an alien, bro. If ET doesn't shake my hand, then they don't
No
exist.
one's seen it though, like that. No one's seen it like that. We've seen orbs in the sky, lights in
Yeah.
the sky moving. And there's like a lot of times it's, oh, that was a weather balloon. Oh, that was this. This was this government fucking military craft that's super advanced. They don't let us know about it, what it can do, what it can't do. Like, it's just like why isn't there anything beyond that? Why haven't we ever found like an alien artifact? Why haven't we actually have like a fucking? They say they have flying saucers in a
Pyramids.
secret base, but like, why is it such a secret? Like, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't make sense.
Why wouldn't it be a secret?
Because, bro, like someone would have found something. Someone normal. If everyone,
Dude, there's a lot. But what do you
if
mean?
everyone
there's
I
a
know
lot?
has seen an alien,
There's a lot.
so yo, find an alien then. Like, why hasn't ever like show me one? You know, where
I
is it
will.
at? Where are they at? Where do they come
But
from?
okay, but what do you need? You
There's
need a
no
picture
facts.
of it, or you?
I know
need-
blue whales exist. Bigfoot? You believe in Bigfoot
but you
too?
never seen a blue whale.
You believe in Bigfoot though?
No, I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah, you do. You believe in aliens? Same thing. Same
It's
show.
not,
It's
though.
on the same show on the History Channel. Ancient aliens and Bigfoot. For the fucking weirdos who fucking they don't. I don't know.
But they say
need-
Bigfoot from Earth, so he's not an alien.
I know it's.
Yeah,
I know
so
it's
it's
fun
not
to
the
believe.
same thing at all.
It's fun for me to believe too, but like they didn't come, bro. Like there's no hard proof of aliens ever being here, and that's why I don't believe in.
But no, but this is the thing, because you're skeptical of any proof that's going to be given to you. Like Feezy was saying, if we talk about pyramids and shit, you're like, no, that shit has been proven, but it's not been proven, bro. Like if you ask 10 scientists, 5 of them are going to say completely different theories, and they're all fucking theories. So like there's nothing that's been proven.
But at least there are theories that make sense with math and physics and
Okay.
and evidence.
Okay,
bro, of
and
things
there's
that
and I
existed
have math
that
and
are actually
physics
there.
that tell you that this UFO is moving in an unhumanly, like we have no human propulsion system that can move a craft the way this UFO is moving. I can scientifically prove that. So how is that not on the same level as, I don't know, an archaeologist coming up with an explanation of how something might have happened?
I'm
It's
just
the same
saying,
type of evidence. It's the same type of like just
They're like
hypothesizing.
it's
That's what
not,
it
though,
is.
because the Egyptians were actually a lot like it's not that long ago. It's like 4,000 years ago or something like that, and like they're a lot smarter than we like think in our heads that they were. You know what I mean? They had full like now we're discovering they had like full like villages set up just for workers with like sophisticated like places to keep animals and like like how they live. There's graveyards full of all these bones of like that they've discovered. All these people that explains workers living there in a good state and like building this shit over a long period of time. You know, like that shit has all been like explained. You know, like it exists.
It's not, because what
It
you're
exists.
saying is not
It's
what
there.
we learned in school. So automatically, you know that it's not reliable information. Because
Well, you
want to
talk about what we learned in school?
It's actually a contradicting story.
What we
Some-
learned in school is fucked up, bro. What we learned in school was like 15 years ago.
But
and
no,
it's like,
some scientists stand
it's
by that
fucking
till this day,
retarded,
bro.
bro.
Some scientists till this day will tell you that slaves built the pyramid. So it's not like there's a scientific.
we don't know if they were
consensus right now.
slaves. They're starting to think now that it was skilled workers
Okay, they're
because they're
starting to
finding these.
exactly
these
because they're finding
actual-
these things, but it's still a theory.
It's not the bro. They discovered it under the ground. Like they dug up the ground, and there's like whole villages where people used to live and workers.
Okay, that's fine. But
like
finding a
fucking-
settlement does not explain how the pyramids were built.
It's
is
right
what I'm
beside
saying.
the pyramids. It's like right down there, and it's
Still
just
not
been
an
buried.
explanation, though.
But it
how
does
the
though
pyramids
because
was made.
they have like
And at the end of the day, see it this way: whoever found that explanation, that's his theory.
right. I agree. They've dug some shit. They found it,
They
but
feel
like
oh, bro,
So
look,
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
just saying.
It looks like they were
Right.
doing.
So if
but that don't
aliens
mean that
came,
what it
like,
was.
but if aliens came, like, it would be cool, and like, if they came and built it, but how come in all these digs, everything, no one ever found something like
so you sure
a piece
dig
of metal, like,
everything
shaped
on
in a
Earth
way?
till this day? Everything is dig. Like we found everything and
From
that's it.
humans?
There's nothing else that we're gonna find.
No,
From
I don't.
humans
No,
and
no,
stuff.
we could definitely dig and find shit.
So wait,
That's what I'm
wait,
saying.
wait.
That's how we're
Wait,
learning about the
wait,
pyramids.
let him wait and see
But that's how
some
we're
crazy
learning about the pyramids, right? That's how they learned that these villages existed because we're still digging. But like, no one's ever found like like a cell phone, like hidden among fucking pottery and shit and all the things these people lived with and had, you know, like.
But again, to your knowledge,
Is there
in modern days,
hieroglyphs?
it would be that.
Is there a hieroglyph like mapping like how the pyramids were built?
There's like hieroglyphs of them like dragging stones.
I've seen that, but is there a hieroglyph of them putting a blueprint basically of how they were building these monuments?
like
Which is basically, dude, these guys were painting everything. These guys have fucking ridiculous
Yeah,
drawings on the
of
walls.
course.
So they would for sure have a record of exactly how these things were built. And the fact that they don't
Well,
in
a lot
itself,
of shit got fucking ruined and like stolen.
so maybe
and
we'll find, maybe
a
we'll,
lot
we'll
of the
find
gold
out
and
more.
all the
But even
original
even in
secrets are
even
gone,
in
you know?
hieroglyphs themselves, there's a bunch of shit. Like, I'm not a specialist in, like, at all of this shit, but there's a bunch of shit in hieroglyphs that is usually pointed out in UFO theories.
Thank
as,
you.
like,
That's
what's
exactly
this,
what
you
I
know?
was gonna say. And I need Trevi to watch this documentary called Asians Alien. That's it. And they
You want me to
really
watch Ancient
connect in.
Aliens on the
They
History
really
Channel?
connect. Listen. They connect in. They connect in Egypt
Jesus.
and the alien thing. So whatever
Yeah,
Chrome's
that's what-
saying
yeah,
is true.
yeah,
The
that's what I'm saying.
hieroglyphs.
Part of the theory
Some
is, but all that,
UFOs
this
and
is
shit.
all to say that at the end of the day, like, the same way, I understand that there's very solid theories on how the pyramids might have been built, but it remains a theory. The same way that if I present to you a
Yes,
theory
of
that
course. But like,
this UFO
there's
is
a lot-
actually an alien spacecraft, I have a lot more to back my idea that this is something out of this world than you of just saying, no, but I've never seen it. You know what I mean? I have video evidence, radar data, live testimony, all that shit of like actual shit that doesn't make sense. That,
like
that
a
humans,
craft in the sky.
that
that-
humans are not supposed. Yeah, a craft moving in a way
Yeah.
that it's like an engine that defies gravity. Basically,
Right.
we wouldn't know how to do that. You
Like
know what I mean?
Magnets and shit.
So like, I'm not saying that's proof of aliens coming from another planet, but it's definitely, it's something we can't explain, and it's something that might lead to believe that it comes from another planet, or it comes from another somewhere off this planet, a fucking star or whatever
Yeah,
the case
it's
may be.
cool though. I like to believe too. Like me too, you know? Like it's fun, you know? But I'm
My
just
point
saying,
is you're choosing to be skeptical on certain things.
like, no, I like the idea of aliens. Like I really fuck with it. But like I'm just saying there's like hard evidence of everything that humans have done being made by humans. And
because I can tell you the same thing. I like the idea
there's like
that you believe that like humans coordinated for like dozens and dozens of years to all work towards the same pyramid, and in that time frame nothing happened to like
yeah, because
change those
pyramids
plans.
popped up all over the world. Like, you know, other like Mayans were building pyramids. Like everyone was building pyramids, kind of like
yeah, and that makes
when
sense
humans
because
were evolving. Like it
that
took
makes
a long
sense
time, you
because-
know? Because it's just because humans were, like I was saying, humans took a long time to evolve. So we didn't just go from like, you know, living in tribes and shit into like, well, what we are now is like insane. But if you think about the timeline of humans, but like everyone kind of just like started building things, you know,
but why were they all building pyramids though? Why that shape? Why what was it with building
because
pyramids?
triangles are like very structurally proper. Like they're just flexing basically. They're like, oh, my town can do this. Like, oh, my empire can do this. Like we're advanced enough to build this. And like it's just what humans do, you know? Like even to this day, like people build big ass buildings that trump anything the pyramids are. Like if someone just came and went to like the Dubai in the middle of the desert, they'd be like, holy, what the fuck is this? Like aliens must have came and built this shit, you know? Like, you know, if all the humans died out, they'd be like, oh, well, what the hell is this? You know, there's nothing backing the alien theory, like nothing at all.
I'm not even trying to make a point for. I was more trying to compare how like you'll believe one theory but then doubt another by just saying no, I need to see it, when in fact you never seen a blueprint of how a pyramid was built. You just heard a bunch of conflicting ideas of people being like, well, they could have done it like this. There's ideas of like people, they could have flooded certain parts of where they were building it to help the stones float on top of it and then release. Dude, you know how fucking complex that is? You know how far-fetched it is to believe that they were actually doing this to build these pyramids when they could have just used much smaller stones and built like still like very impressive
Like
structures.
little, but they did make those. They made like hundreds of pyramids before they made the Great Pyramids. Like it was like a dynasty of building pyramids for a long time. Like Egyptians as a culture, they made pyramids for like hundreds and hundreds of years before they like finally built the Great Pyramids that are the greatest pyramids in the world, you know?
Yeah, but they're not the only impressive ones. They're not the Great Pyramids aren't the only.
No, but they were they're the biggest ones. You know, they're the biggest, and they're the longest. Like, you know what I mean, highest and shit. Like,
And
the
how long? How long
heaviest
is
and-
it said that they took to build these pyramids?
they like estimate like
Now, like new
60
estimate.
years or something. I don't know.
So, do you believe that
I don't
people
know.
actually coordinated for 60 years?
Yeah, like if that was a big flex that they were doing as a culture, like, and it's proven that them as a culture have been building pyramids for a long time. Like, it's definitely viable that like at the peak they were able to do something like that.
How though? I know you've worked construction. I've worked construction too. Okay. How? I've seen 3 months projects like be like impossible to finish. We're talking about like 18-story condo building, bro. Now compare that to a pyramid. These guys have no phones, no walkie-talkies, no fucking carrier.
Yeah, but like I
pigeons.
said, they were doing this shit. They were passing down this knowledge for like hundreds of years, building these pyramids. There was leaders, there was pharaohs before.
But where's this knowledge? What you're saying doesn't make sense.
They
with the
started with
evidence that
small
we
fucking
have.
pyramids. Yes.
You're saying for hundreds of years, these guys were just experts of building pyramids, but yet they kept no records of how to build the pyramids, and they passed down all this information to all the generations that were coming after
there is
them.
records.
And we're
though.
we're talking about really short life expectancy here. We're not talking about people that were living 80 years old. Like, I don't know, I guess like 35 years old was like a fucking record out there. It was like, oh, I'm 35. I'm an old man right now. You know what I mean? So we're talking about like, if you're talking 60
King
years,
Tut,
it's
King
at
Tut,
least 3.
18 years old. Just to tell you,
What?
the pharaoh
King Tut?
King
Yeah,
Tut
was
he was a
18.
young man.
was a young. That's what I'm saying. So, and he died at that age. You know what I mean?
Apparently, they were saying they used like the consensus is that he was like soft or whatever, but he was actually like a warrior. Like, they found him like in his like they pieced together his chariot that he was buried on, and there was all like paintings of him like at war, and he was buried with a dagger from like a meteorite. Like, his dagger is made of
Made out of
meteorite.
meteorite,
It's like not made of anything else in the world, you
Yeah.
know,
which
supports his alien theory. You know what I mean? Not that they found one.
Trevi
I'm
knows
just
so
saying,
much
Trevi.
about pyramids that he's just feeding us information about how aliens
No,
definitely
but it's
build
just
it.
like I
Yeah,
said,
King
it's fun,
Tut had
bro.
a meteor
It's fun.
spear.
It's fun
and,
to believe.
like,
straight up.
It-
And
yeah,
it's a
no, it's
fact,
dagger.
though. That's
It
what I
was
was
a
waiting
dagger.
for him to say. I'm like, and where is it coming from?
Yeah,
Space.
And yeah, everywhere around the world they were building pyramids all at the same time because pyramids are mad easy to build, even though we still don't know how they build them. I don't know. Point being, there's a lot of what ifs in these stories, and there's definitely even more what ifs in the alien theory.
Yeah, it's fun. I agree.
But I mean,
it's fun to believe.
it's not just that it's fun to believe; it's that it's really hard to deny at this point.
So like, what about like, did aliens just fuck up the dinosaurs? You think? Like, you
Maybe
think that's what fucked up the
they
dinosaurs?
might have, bro. Technology.
They came. They were like, nah, fuck this.
Technology, like, dude, technology is king at the end of the day. Like, we're controlled. Like, if aliens have superior technology to us, we're fucked. Like, we have stealth planes and shit. Like, when the US we're in Canada, so we don't have none of that shit. But like, when the US came out with stealth planes and shit, like that shit is like, holy fuck, you know, can't see it on a radar, and like it's mad fast, you know, like you never seen any of your friends take a picture of a stealth plane in the fucking sky. I promise you.
No, well,
Never once.
It's too high up.
But they're there. Trust me, bro. They exist. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so it's kind of the same thing for me. You know, like if they have superior technology to us, then they can pull up with minimal effort. They
That'd
can
be
send a
fire,
drone.
bro. I hope so.
They could set, like, we're talking about
But
light years.
do
Like,
you
it's
realize
something
that there's-
unattainable, and they might be like fucking warping through dimensions. You know what I mean? They might be just warping here and being.
So
like,
what about abduction, mans?
No, okay, that's a bit. I don't think anybody's ever been. abducted.
No,
No.
really?
don't
But
think
it
you would
supports
live-
the
I don't-
theory,
I
though.
don't
It
think you would
supports your
live.
theory big time. Abductions.
Not really. I don't think.
Yeah,
so.
because what if they're bringing you into their fucking crazy shit?
Well, first of all, if you did get abducted, I don't think you would
And,
remember
yeah,
anything.
they could probably erase your memory, though.
But I
no?
think you would just die. Like I don't. If they had to study something about the human behavior, they wouldn't have to release you back on the planet if they want it to be a secret. And
But
if
it's
they
so-
don't want it to be a secret, then that's something that you would have seen. You would have seen someone get abducted, bro, or you would know somebody
that's
like
what
reliable who got abducted. Like
But
you
I
don't
don't-
know anybody who got abducted, but you know a shitload of people who seen fucking
Lights in
something
the sky.
fucked up in the
Something
sky.
lights in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's me,
does
my
that mean
thing.
But
aliens,
that's
though?
just human perception. That's
Yeah,
all we can see.
exactly.
Like you saying lights in the sky, that's like saying I don't see the planets in the solar system, so they're not there. No, that's just our human perception. The same way you can't see the stealth plane or whatever. You can't
But
like
what if
you know
it's a
like you
stealth
see
plane
lights in the
still?
sky.
What if it's a
like-
man with a laser pointer? You know those really
in a
good
hot
ones?
air balloon.
You know those.
There's a guy in a hot air balloon every once in a while.
You know those really expensive laser pointers, bro. They're literally they could take
that
down
would be the
planes. You
best.
know.
Bro, but this actually all relates to what we wanted to talk about technology, bro. Okay, so let's do a parallel to shift into that topic. We're talking about technology, right? Like, let's say they have super advanced technology. Just look at humans, for example, just to say how much like more OP aliens could be possibly than us.
Right.
Look at where humans were just 100 years ago, okay? Where like we were fucking, we did,
Bro, I was talking about that this weekend.
we
It's like,
like basically we
it's
like
fucked up where we are now. It doesn't make sense.
you had to be like you had to be skilled at a lot of things to be like a successful human, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like you had to survive. And like now we have the internet. We live off the internet. We live off technology. We live off electronics, and it's the humans that we are now is so much superior than the humans we were then. Like if we were going to war or whatever, or not even going to war, just like figure something out. We have fucking Google. I could Google anything I want. Someone 100 years ago, like if we had to race to make it to one spot, I could fucking Google Maps it there. You know,
Yeah.
It might take him like 6 months to get there, bro, through the woods and shit, and like on a canoe and shit. And I'm just, so it's like we're so superior right now in terms of like how advanced we are. And it's only
As long
because
as
of
you have
technology.
battery,
Because
though.
you take away the technology.
Yeah, till your phone dies.
Yeah, exactly. Because take away the technology and we're way inferior to what we were
Yeah, we're
back
fucking.
then. So aliens might be so advanced technologically that they're little fucking weaklings type
yeah,
of things.
that's the
And that's
theory,
why
right?
they don't want
The
to show
little gray
themselves. That's
mans.
why they don't want to get close to us, because we might be way more physically imposing. Like we might be able to kill an alien with an uppercut. You know what I mean? So they might have like a gun that could blow up the planet. Like that's the trade-off, right? That's where like the evolutionary trade-off of like they don't need to be tough anymore.
trying to
They
see a
don't need
ray
to be
gun.
strong.
I want to see a
I'm
ray
trying
gun.
to see that too. But yo, I was saying all this, bro. I fucking babbled on to say microchips.
Oh yeah.
Look at us now, depending on microchips. I don't know if you guys heard about this lack of microchips across the world. No more cars. Like we can't produce cars because every car needs a microchip to run
Yeah,
almost
It's a
everything in the
bad
car.
thing.
Fucking laptops,
Computers.
fucking cell phones.
Global
PlayStation
microchip
5s.
shortage.
Shout out to everybody who paid the juice on their PlayStation
You
5 to
dig?
have it early.
Krome, we know we're part of the gang that had it for everybody. You know what I mean?
People are dying now. People are dying. Sorry, my bad. People are crying. It's a bit,
Both.
didn't get a PS5. He died instantly. No, but
Tired of it, by the way. It's like, y'all better drop some new shit. Like, come on, man. It's been a long time now. We're trying to see some new games right now.
yo,
There's
Ratchet and
dust on my
Clank.
PS5, by
Yo,
the way. There's dust on it.
Feezy,
Oh,
cop
shit,
Ratchet
really?
and Clank, bro.
Yeah?
Ratchet and Clank it's gonna be the most impressive game you've ever played in your life.
I
You're
got
gonna
you.
be like, yo, this shit. It looks like a Pixar movie, bro. It looks like you're
Mhm.
playing fucking Toy Story. It's like the most beautiful game ever made.
I need
You'll
some
like
new
it for
shit.
sure.
That's what
You'll
I'm
like it
saying.
for sure. But
PS5
yeah, all that
talk.
to
Sorry
say,
for those who don't have a PS5.
yeah,
That's
sorry,
just
and you
quick
guys won't be
PS5
getting
talk,
a
you know?
PS5 because there's no fucking microchips. So,
Unless you're trying to pay $2 million.
but like, yo, the world. What did it say, dude? Just the automobile industry is gonna take like $100 billion hit.
$110 billion hit.
$110 billion hit. And I know because recently I was working in the car industry, and fucking the manufacturers just stopped making cars. They just can't. Like some of them have like 4, 5, 6, 10,000 cars sitting with no microchips that they can't deliver. It's like a 2020 model. By next year, it's already 1 year old. Like, if they have to
Yeah,
wait
it
a year
loses
for the
so much
microchips,
value.
that car's been sitting. You have to like, dude, the cost is like
Yeah.
unimaginable, and that's gonna fuck up it's gonna be
Just
for
look at that,
electronics.
bro.
It's gonna be for almost everything electronics. So it's
Cars
gonna
used to
fuck
work
us up
just
really
with gas,
bad.
bro. Like an old gas engine is like going to be valuable one day.
Yeah, like look at like if you have like a fucking, if we were still producing like 1990s fucking Toyotas and shit, we wouldn't need no microchip. Like if we had the old school cars. 90s is even recent. If we had like cars from the 80s and the 70s, it wouldn't even be a question. It would just be like there'd be cars coming. But now we're so dependent on technology.
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
just
Bro.
lacking a bit of it. Like just like, oh, we don't have microchips. It's like we're not talking.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about it because I feel like we're gonna be ahead of the curve. I feel like a lot of people is gonna be talking about this microchip shit because it's a big problem. Like
No, you
it's
see,
actually-
I'm Googling as we speak, and I'm seeing a few
You're looking
news
it up?
about it. Yeah, I see a few news about it.
Yeah, that's why there's no PS5s, yo. It's
Yeah, that's
PS5
like
been out
a
for
big
like
part
a
of the
year,
reason there's
and-
no PS5s right now.
Yeah, man.
Which is what really sparked my interest in the microchips was when we were talking about PS5s. But I knew about the microchip issue for the car industry, but I didn't think it was affecting everything like that. And it's so wild when you think about it. Like, who the fuck chooses who? Like, how did these companies choose who had priority on the microchips? Like, how did these microchips all go to phones and laptops and shit, and we stopped having enough for cars?
Because the companies, like, once they noticed that the plant wasn't meeting its like expectations, like once things shut down,
yeah,
certain companies hoarded them, and that's what fucks up like the demand even more. So like when
That's
certain
fucked.
companies like whales just come and like buy all of it, like, oh, there's a shortage coming, I bet buy everything and sell it for more, and that's what we see. Like everything's like 3 times the price now.
Now check this out. The question should be, would you have a cell phone or a car?
I could only have one, right?
Yeah.
That's a heavy question.
I have a cell phone for sure. Cell phone for sure. I could get around without a car. Could ride horseback.
It's a horseback. Chevy.
I think I'd rather have a car.
You're wild.
I think because I don't know. You could still survive. You'd be good.
What?
You wouldn't like. Can you get like a flip phone and shit?
I can't do anything. You can't get another
Does that count?
I can't do anything without my phone, bro.
So you'd have to
cell phone
like
or
be
car.
one. You have
Like
to
I
use
have a car, but I
payphones.
can't go nowhere with it. I could go to the locations I know how to get to, and then like, bro, if I have to go mad far with my car, I don't know how to get there. Like,
Yeah, but you buy a little map.
yeah, I'm going to Pickering, Ontario.
You buy a
see
map
me
book. They have
rolling
those
with the map,
books.
like,
no, they have a little book that you can get.
I guess you could get a GPS, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mad people don't have phones, bro. It's all good.
So basically,
sucks
you
when
say
you-
so.
No, I
Chrome,
mean-
you saying you would get
You could have a laptop.
you would get the cell phone just because of the GPS. That's it.
It's a big part of it
Oh,
for
yo.
me. Like, not just like for driving or whatever, but just in general. Like anything you like. Let's say there's a fucking zombie apocalypse tomorrow, but we still have the internet. Like I can still have my full cell phone usage. I'd rather have that over a car, for example. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have like GPS to find anything I need. I'm gonna
What
be
about
able
the
to
car
map
to
shit.
get you
I'm gonna be
away
able
from
to
that
call.
shit?
I'm gonna be able to fucking.
So Trevi will be looking at you like, all right, be on your cell phone. I'm out.
I'm
I'm
out.
out of here.
Facts.
Everybody knows that cars are useless in the zombie apocalypse. You guys have to watch the zombie movies. There's always like
Who watched The Walking
700
Dead?
cars smashed on the highway, and if you even try to drive through them like slowly, you're getting done
Yeah,
up.
there's a whole lot of cars
Oh,
on, the,
yeah,
on, the,
yeah.
on the highway for real every time.
So
That's a
so
fact.
I wouldn't even want a car in a situation like that. But
No, I'm
just
gonna-
in general,
see?
I think I'd take a phone over a car because I
See,
can get around.
You know what I'm gonna do, Fizzy? I'm gonna have my car with Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna have a laptop, and an iPod
Got the
Touch.
brand new Tesla.
iPod Touch, on Messenger. What's good? I'm out here, connected to Wi-Fi in the car, because cars have Wi-Fi now.
Trevi got that money, you
I
dig?
don't even gotta touch my phone.
Cheers! Shout out to Krome for that, bro.
Cheers. Yeah, that was real facts, bro. When it's real, I don't got around. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a phone would be more like. I feel like we live in our fucking phones now, bro. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a break. Just drive around all the time. Is the gas paid, Fizzy? No?
unlimited gas.
Nah, bro.
No. I don't know. Why
You
is
got
this
to
an
grind
op-
for
why
that gas. You
Why
got to
is
grind
this
for
being...
it.
I don't want this life, bro. I want both, dog. You know what I mean?
But Chrome, how are you going to charge your phone?
What?
How are you going to charge your phone?
But I have a charger, no?
Bro, there's no electricity. You got to choose.
There's no electricity.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, for sure.
Well, then the phone's done, man. It's
Yeah,
done
there's
after
no
a
point
few
of having
hours.
a phone if there's no electricity. I won't have service either, or Wi-Fi, or none of that.
Let's say you got like 3 bars, you got Wi-Fi, everything, but this is like the only thing you have in the zombie apocalypse. So your phone is the last
No, I
tool
would
you
take
have.
the car.
That's
I
what
would
I'm
take
saying.
the car for sure. I was just about to ask.
You
fuck,
could charge
what
the
was
phone like up to the car battery.
like on a generator.
You just like wire it
Yeah,
to
no, that
like
would
charge
be
the
too
phone
wild.
battery.
If the world is like that, bro, then there's
Yeah.
no more use for a phone. You're past the using a phone. But I was thinking, not zombie apocalypse. But let's say you're lost, because I went hiking
Okay, yeah.
this weekend.
Let's
You're lost
say-
in the woods, okay?
Would you rather have a car or a
No,
phone?
no, no, no. This is like a fight or flight type of thing. You're lost in the woods,
Right.
like heavy woods, bro. Like you're gonna have to survive for a couple days for sure,
Days.
even if you know your way out.
Days.
Yeah, days.
Okay. Okay.
What do you take? A big supply pouch, enough to last you like 7 days worth of survival. I'm talking about like flint to start
Tent.
fires. This not a
Tent.
tent, no.
Little graham
Relax.
cracker.
Relax. You're gonna have a bit of
Why not?
food.
A tent is small, bro.
You're gonna have shit to start fires. You might have a tarp, bro. Might have a tarp.
Yeah, that's fire.
And,
That's a tent.
that's what you get. Or you get a small survival pack, like a 3-day thing, but you get a gun with like 5 flares, with a chance to like call for help. Are you trusting yourself with like a longer survival time to make it out of the woods, or are you taking less survival items but hoping that somebody's gonna find you and come help you?
That's crazy. I don't know. I think I would just go on my own because, like, what if they just like dropped you in the middle of nowhere, you know, like, and then you shoot your flares and it does absolutely nothing,
It's
and
possible.
then you
that's
goof,
a
you know.
possibility, bro.
So I would just.
But the same way, if you're in the middle of nowhere, 7 days of food just means you're gonna drag out your like.
It's gonna
death,
be heavy
like-
too.
Yeah, yeah, you have to carry it. Bro. You
Oh.
have to carry all that.
Yeah. Sounds trash too. All these scenarios sound pretty trash.
Okay, so let's do it like this, okay? To make it more like the reason you're lost in this forest or whatever is
Okay.
because you crashed on a plane.
Okay. Okay, so I
On
could
some
carry
Lost.
On
I
Lost?
got
Yeah.
Lost. You saw
I
Lost.
fuck with
I
Lost.
don't watch. He
Yeah.
he watches Lost. I make fun
That
of
shit
him
was
'cause he
dope.
watches it.
Yeah, that
Nah,
shit's
that shit
dope.
was dope.
trash.
That was crazy. So we gonna have a Lost debate after
10 out of
another
10
day.
girls
Another day.
think Lost is a great show.
Look at this guy.
He's mad.
Lost and
He
Friends
mad.
in
You
the
don't
top
worry about
10.
it, man.
No, Jin is my guy.
So
that's
let's
why.
say on some, yeah, you know what I mean? The plane just crashed. For real, for real. I like that. The plane just crashed thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the plane crashed. You're like on an island, whatever, in a forest,
Yeah.
and you have that choice. You have either a 7-day survival kit or a 3-day survival kit and flares.
7 days.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm taking the flares. I think if the plane crashed, I mean, I'm on like a fucking. I'm not like.
I guess flares are blessed because then you could with the 3-day at least you have some stuff.
Somebody's gonna pass. Like if there's a plane, I'd try to. I don't
Maybe
know.
you could shoot like a.
I might die though. I might just take.
shoot
But
a-
at that point, I don't know. I don't know, man. At that point,
It's
'cause
Krome,
7
man.
days,
He
what are
knows
you
how
gonna
to
do?
shoot, man. It's Krome, man.
Shoot the
Shit.
flare at like a wild boar.
Right
Yeah.
in the windshield of the plane, you know? Like, no, but yeah, I think that's what I would do. Because, dude, at the end of the day, even if I survive 7 days in this setting, I'm dying on the 8th, you know? Like, I'm not.
You're
That's the
probably
thing.
dying, yeah.
If I have a phone, though, give me the
I don't know,
survival
but what if
kit.
bro?
Like, even if I can't call,
what if
as
the
long as I could
closest town
Google
is,
shit,
like-
which plants can I eat, bro? Which, dude, with a phone, I'm invincible. This all comes back to what I was saying. With a phone, bro, I'm unstoppable, bro. I'm actually like unfuckable with, bro. Like
Yeah, that's why you're gonna have the neurochip implant.
that's why humans are like super like apex predators. You
How
know?
to
It's our
survive
fucking-
more than 7 days.
Yeah,
Shit like that.
straight up, dude.
How
With,
to
your,
survive.
with Google, dude, with my Android, I can literally like just put my camera on something, scan it, and it's gonna tell me what it is. I'm gonna be like, "What's this plant?" It's gonna tell me, "Oh yeah, you could eat that." I bet.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Mad easy, bro.
It's good for like a year. You're gonna see Krome
yeah.
That's why we're
brand new
seeing.
body and shit.
Tan.
off. It's like-
That's why before when you guys were asking me, would you take the fucking
Oh
the
shit.
phone or the car? I'm like the phone for sure, because dude, the phone. If I have Google, forget it, bro. I'm
Yeah,
supreme.
You're
I'm
spazzing.
so much superior to a human that doesn't have Google. Like that's just anybody. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but a human on foot is pretty fucking trash, bro. Like
That's
you
what I'm
can't get
saying.
in any vehicle.
but
at
a
that
human
point.
on foot with Google,
I don't know, bro. Where are you
Fire.
going, bro? Where are you gonna go?
huh?
Everyone's just gonna like leave you on the side of the
Dude,
road. bro.
Google how to tame a horse.
How to
Voila,
take
bro. You
You're
pull
gonna
up
have
on
a
a
horse?
horse, bro.
Jeez.
You ever
bro.
played Breath of the Wild, bro? All you have to do is like pet it a few times. You jump on it, bro, and like you feed it apples and shit, and like it becomes your horse, bro. Come on, bro.
So you don't even need Google, bro. What are you saying? Why don't you get a
That's
car?
just
bro?
one thing, bro. But like like I'll need Google for other things, bro.
You just gotta get the laptop.
No, I think I would definitely go with the phone over the car. Cause like the same way you're saying you just got to get the laptop, I could be like, just got to get a motorcycle, or
Yeah.
got to get a truck. You know, like it's too easy. You know, like there can't be like any equivalent electronic. Well, I need people to know that Feezy needs a lighter right now because we've all agreed before this that we weren't gonna do like last time and start asking for lighters. I got you though, Feezy.
Nah, I think Krome got a better angle right now.
No drops.
No drops.
Straight up.
But yeah, I forgot what I
The
was
Nets
talking about.
suck.
I'm high as fuck. Oh, the Nets. We didn't talk about the Nets. I lost $100, man,
Your boy made money.
because I bet that the Nets were going to the finals this year, which was a great bet for me to
was.
make. And
You were
They
supposed to
couldn't
make
do it.
what? How much? Like 400?
no, it was just I bet with a friend.
Okay.
He's like, oh no, the Net. I was because he was telling me the Nets aren't a super team.
Mm.
I won't even name him because that's such a disgraceful thing to say with Kyrie, James Harden, and
That's what I said.
Kevin
You did the
Durant.
bet before the injuries and all that.
yeah, at the beginning of this
That's what
when
I'm
they
saying.
got James Harden,
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, okay,
That's a
it's
super team and a
understandable,
half.
man.
that's a super. So I'm like, not only is it a super team in their first year together, they're making the finals for
Facts,
sure.
facts.
And he's like, no, they're not making the finals. I'm like, I bet $100, easiest $100 I ever made. Then I forgot that James Harden is just trash in the playoffs for his whole career. Kyrie Irving, like, he's injured, so like that's not his fault. But he was liable to just quit in the middle of the season and be like, oh, I don't feel like playing anymore. So that was scary too.
Mhm.
Kevin Durant did his best, bro. I can't lie,
Did
he
his
balled
best.
out, bro.
50-point games and shit.
He balled out, bro. He just
Yeah,
fucking
facts.
lost his mind, but it wasn't enough.
No.
The
He
shoes.
came up short at
The
the end and
shoes.
then of
The
the
shoes.
game 7.
Shoes.
The shoes, yeah. No, but he kind of
The
well
shoes,
he
bro.
I
It's
can't
the-
say he
it's the
choked. 'Cause
size
I
19s.
understand that he was really tired.
But what I mean by the shoes is like,
The size
imagine
19.
just like a little.
A little
inches
step
back.
back.
We
Two-
got this. It's a wrap.
It was a wrap, bro. Giannis was not making any
And it
play
would have
with
been
1
like
second.
but he
Kevin
might have
Durant
missed. Yeah,
did it.
yeah,
Yeah.
He
I-
did it with nobody.
Yeah,
And
but
then he
you
would have
guys-
got to go against Atlanta.
But you
You
guys-
feel me?
Mad easy and shit.
Yeah.
It's because he wears bigger shoes than his actual
Yeah,
shoe
bro. He's
size.
size 19 trying to be.
But but
Size
he
19.
says it makes him comfier and floatier, so he might have not hit that shot. In
oh, he
smaller
actually
shoes.
wears bigger shoes?
Yeah, he wears a size bigger shoe because he says it helps him feel like I don't know. He says it's part of like his game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know
well.
what the story is behind that. But point is, he might have not hit that shot if he didn't have those big goofy shoes on.
Mhm.
So whatever. I can't say I was mad just because.
Holy, bro. Yeah, no, that was crazy. Him not hitting the, like, him hitting it too. Shout out to the boy.
Yeah, but then he hit an air ball in
Yeah.
overtime. He was
Yeah.
tired though. He did everything. He really put those boys on his back. I can't give him that.
It's a
Like,
beautiful game to watch. It was a good game.
no,
They fought for
the
that.
Nets are bums. They lost me $100. I thought they were bums before that, and now I'm just mad about it. So they're extra bums, bro. Go Suns. I'm rooting for the
Suns in
man.
4 against the Clips. Late
Suns
thing.
are about to smoke the Clips. Our pick of fucking Habs and 6 is looking nice right now. The
Facts.
series is sitting 2-2 as we record this. It's looking nice. So I hope you guys remortgaged your houses like we told you to. Habs and 6. It's gonna happen.
I'm already going to talk about it. So, okay, yo. So, Habs in 6 means they're going to win on Saint Jean Baptiste
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
in Montreal. If we're
Sir.
talking Habs in 6,
that's
Saint
dangerous.
Jean Baptiste in Montreal, Habs go to the Stanley Cup. The city's going to explode.
Crazy.
By the time this episode comes out, like, the city will be in flames, You know what I mean? It'll just be in shambles. It'll be like bricks.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I don't look forward to it. It's too much.
So, they'll probably
We're
lose.
gonna do too much, and then we're gonna lose it because
The
of
Habs
it in the
lose, yeah.
finals. Like there's gonna be like some bad karma on us of like, look at these idiots.
They're going to shut down downtown. Cause
Yeah,
everybody
the whole
gonna-
world's gonna be like, look at Montreal, these fucking idiots.
Look
We
at
can't
them.
give them nothing.
And they winning. But look at them.
We need to win, though.
Crashing
The
everything.
league's gonna do everything for us to lose, bro. You
Nah.
see how the refs are acting.
Yo,
bro.
it's
That-
wild, bro.
Let me take this moment to tell all 17 of our viewers that the refs are goofy, like mad goofy, and they could pull up anytime. I'll scrap them one-on-one. Any ref that was reffing the last Habs game, I'm with it. Pull up.
The punch.
DMS is gonna set up a celebrity boxing match of Krome
Jeez,
Yeah,
Chrome.
y'all seen the
versus
punch?
the ref.
You saw the punch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the punch. That was bullshit.
Come on, man.
To be honest, I'm less outraged about the punch than I am the fucking high stick of the game before.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I thought that was flagrant, like, I don't know. Whatever. Point being, we're still going to win in 6, so don't worry, guys. The refs
Big.
aren't going to be able to rob Carey Price.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Honestly, if we win a cup, though, where does Carey rank as, like, all-time goalies?
Top 5, at least.
You think?
Top 3.
No, maybe not top 5. I'd say top 5. But the thing is, people won't give him top 5 because
Dude, the
they
Habs are
do
so
it a bit.
awful.
They do it, but they do it like fucking basketball, where like rings, like cups, is like a big thing. You know,
Yeah.
like all these guys won, or these, even if they had amazing teams, like I don't know. From what
No,
I've seen
cups are
online,
ju-
because I was saying that Carey Price has to be like top 5 all time, you know, and somebody was like, he doesn't even have a cup, and I'm like, I agree. I'm like, you know, if he wins
Mhm.
this year, I think he solidifies like a top 5 spot, and they're like, no, and I'm like, I'm more so talking in terms of talent, like in terms of like, I've seen Carey Price steal so many
Dude,
playoff
that
games.
saved the other
Maybe
game.
it's because I'm a Habs fan.
That
you know, I'm
saved the other
probably
game
biased.
where he had his foot out and he slid across like a movie. I know you guys seen that one. They probably put it on SportsCenter every day, but like that shit, bro, was so fun.
Yeah, no, so that's what I'm like. I've seen, like, maybe it's because I'm not a huge hockey fan and I mostly watch the Habs, you know?
I only watch that Habs playoffs games. I don't watch regular season much.
So maybe we could get schooled, bro. Maybe somebody could teach us about why Carey Price is not top 5. But I feel like if they win a cup, he's definitely top 5.
Yeah, he's up there with like Patrick Waugh, and
Facts.
Martin Brodeur. Is
Like,
he
I
top
think,
5?
like,
Is Martin Brodeur top 5? Feezy, you know about hockey?
What you know about Martin, brother?
Patrick
Top
Waugh is,
5?
like,
What you know about
fucking the
Dominique Hachek?
Yeah, Hashik was
You know
my
about
guy.
Hashik
Dominique
is
Hachek.
top
You know
3 for
Hashik?
sure.
Facts, yeah. He used to
Okay.
play with Mike Pekka.
Okay,
Remember that guy?
of course.
He was the captain of Buffalo.
Buffalo
back in the day.
Sabres.
That was my team. I like them.
Luongo has to be like top 3. Top 5 at least.
Not top 5, not top 3. Because if you
He won a lot,
you could
bro.
talk to some guys that are gonna
This
tell
guy
you,
won.
Eric,
Didn't he win
I was gonna tell you
gold
Plante,
medals and
Plante.
fucking
You know
cups?
Plante?
Yeah,
Plante?
Jacques Plante.
Yeah, Jacques.
Jacques
That's what I'm
Plante.
saying. But a lot of people
Ken
that I was
Dryden.
talking about, like Carey Price, they were talking to me about Ken Dryden and Jacques Plante.
But
and
bro,
these
you
guys,
see
and I'm
these guys playing, bro. They're standing
about
there.
Jose
That's
Their
what I'm
Pads
saying.
are
Like, I don't
shin
know. I
guards.
feel like if you gave me a game right now, same equipment, same everything. You know,
Yeah.
Jacques Plante has Carey Price's whole fit. I'm taking Carey Price 10 times out of 10. You know,
Yeah, bro. They
if-
didn't even butterfly back then. Like they didn't even go on the ground. You know, they just stood
Butterfly.
there. You know, with their stupid glove and their little
No
pads,
mask,
bro.
no
They
mask.
just
Sometimes
they
no
would just
mask.
stand there and get fucking hit in the face
It
with
ain't
pucks.
nothing.
And Jacques
Bro,
Plante,
no
Jacques Plante was
masks.
the first one to wear
no
a mask.
masks. Is
And they called him a big
so
pussy, bro.
savage.
They called him a fucking pussy, Jacques Plante.
Imagine being called a pussy because you got a puck to the face and it broke your whole fucking face, bro.
100 times.
Yeah, and then you're like, let me put on a little mask, a little
And then,
thin
like, you're-
protection.
Look at this
bro.
guy wearing a mask.
They're like, look at his fucking pussy, bro.
Fuck this guy.
Holy fuck, bro, that's crazy, man. Like, hockey is so wild. That's what we were
Yeah,
talking about.
it used to be
basketball
so cool,
before,
bro.
Compared to hockey, is like
Even when we
holy
remember when
fuck.
we were kids and they would do like bench clearing brawl and they
That's
would
right.
like fucking the
You
whole
see, that's the point I was talking to
whole
my
sideline
boys too.
and shit would
Basketball, bro,
scrap,
it's so
bro.
you just do a little foul. Oh,
yeah, oh,
Yeah.
mad sauce.
Bro, James Harden jumps on
so
someone as he
fast.
takes a shot and it's a foul. In hockey, they're like,
Bro, this guy's getting his
Fucking
nose
smash.
slashed open.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
Like,
It's like
come on,
football
man.
though. Football's like another one where they
Yeah,
get
that's
really
some other
hurt
shit. Yeah,
and they
yeah.
pretend not to be hurt. You know?
yeah,
They get up and they pretend like they're not hurt so they can keep playing and make money because if they don't play, they don't get paid.
that's
It's
actually
crazy.
fucked up, bro.
Yeah. They only get their guaranteed money if they don't play.
So
And like in NFL, your contract is like every week, you know?
So you know what? Let's end the
After game
podcast.
day.
Let's end the podcast on this one.
We're ending it.
If you had a $1 million contract,
$1 million contract.
Krome was like $1 million
$1 million
contract.
contract. What's
Really?
This
Okay,
contract
run
about?
it, run it.
Like really? All right, let's say fuck that. Let's say 50 mil.
Yeah, okay. Now that's a contract.
That's what I'm
Now-
talking about.
yeah, that's something you put on paper for sure.
50 mil. Hockey or football?
Which one would I play?
Yeah.